Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
A tanker truck turned over on Highway 15 in Breathitt County this morning, spilling nearly 8,000 gallons of gas and diesel into a ditch line that eventually leads into a river. That sparked fears it may get into the city of Jackson's drinking water. WYMT's Will Puckett talked with city and county officials who say everything is safe.
The smell of gasoline punches you in the face. Nearly 8,000 gallons of it and diesel spilled when this tanker truck flipped over. This black mixture found its way into a nearby river that leads right into the city of Jackson's water intakes, sparking fears it may become a problem.
We are shut down at the plant just as a precautionary measure, and as soon as the fuel has passed all of our intakes, then we will fire the plant back up.
Mayor Laura Thomas says there is nothing to worry about, but knows this time they dodged a possible catastrophe.
We do have water stored, and we're running off of, our stored water, so everybody's okay right now.
There is more good news. Estel McIntosh, the superintendent of the Breathitt County Water District, says the city of Jackson's intake valves sit nearly 8 feet deep. And with all the rain that we've had, that helped the gas and diesel most likely flow right past them.
The river's actually about 2 foot up now. It's raised a little bit, so it's probably about 10 foot down. And you're probably only getting about 6 inches of that gas and diesel fuel on top.
Stemming fears and reassuring folks there is not a problem with the drinking water. In Breathitt County, Will Puckett, WYMT Mountain News.
And Highway 15 is back open tonight. The driver of the truck that crashed was taken to UK Hospital, where at last check he was listed in critical condition. His name has not been released. A Pike County coal operator declared bankruptcy last week. Cambrian Holding Company filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy in federal court last Sunday. The Appalachian News Express reports the company owes around $21 million to 20 creditors. Cambrian operates several mines across eastern Kentucky. You can find a list of those mines on our website at WYMT.com. There are more than 385,000 service dogs across the United States. They are trained to help people in need, but some people are taking advantage of that. A new bill pre-filed in Frankfort would make it illegal for folks to fake a service dog. Karen Shirk with 4 Paws, 4 Ability says the law is a good first step because faking service dogs can hurt those who actually need them.
They're not thinking, I take my dog out and it poops in the store and grabs food off the shelf and growls at somebody. Now, real people who have disabilities are going to have a harder time with those dogs. They don't think about the harm that they're doing to other people.
A new bill pre-filed by Representative Kim King of Harrodsburg would update Kentucky's current law for service animals, prohibit the misrepresentation of them, and allow officers to investigate, issue a citation, and require someone to remove their dog from the area. A centerpiece of a small community in Pike County went up in flames overnight. Jrs Pizza has been in business for nearly 17 years. The building itself has been there for decades longer. WYMT's Connor James talked with folks in the area and the store's owner about what comes next.
Built over decades.
The whole community just enjoyed JR's.
Gone in a matter of hours.
There's history and it just breaks my heart. It's going to be sad with it gone.
Missy Lucas has spent her life across from the shop where Jr's Pizza once stood. She and her son watched Tuesday morning as a fire tore through the building.
He was in a panic. He said, "Mom, JR's is on fire." And immediately me and him, our hearts broke.
The small restaurant was a community staple.
I don't know, people really be missing this because it's part of the neighborhood, been for years.
Gladys Bentley owned the store up until 2003.
I haven't been to bed since I saw that last night. It just tears me up. There's just so many memories here.
Belinda Tackett is now the owner. This place was more than just a business to her.
I'm away from home.
Nearly 17 years of 7-day work weeks and countless hours behind the counter.
It's my livelihood, you know. I don't know where I'm going from here, but...
Despite the heartbreak behind her,
I'll make it.
In Pike County, Connor James, WYMT Mountain News.
The cause of the fire is still not known. Crews have had to come back throughout the day due to the building catching back on fire. The case against 2 Southern Kentucky daycare workers accused of abusing a child has been dropped. We reported on the charges against Diana Willett Myers and Tasha Cox in Wayne County back in April of this year. Both were accused after a video surfaced on Facebook showing what a mother claims was one of the workers taunting her toddler at the daycare. Now a grand jury has cleared them of charges.
It took a big toll on me. I've worked with kids since I graduated high school. And I've always loved working with children. I've gone to school for it. After all this happened, I had a lot of days where I would just cry because all this happened and I knew I didn't do anything wrong.
The daycare operator has strongly defended both women and still claims neither did anything wrong. The grand jury ordered that charges against both women be dismissed without prejudice. High winds caused some problems across the region yesterday, and that included Prestonsburg. This is video from a home surveillance camera. Take a look at that. As you can see, the strong gusts of wind just picked up the family trampoline and tossed it away. The video is from Brittany Roadball. She says she has a piece of advice for others during a storm.
Just for everybody who else has a trampoline, make sure to tie it down in some sort of way because I didn't know it would be gone that easily.
Brittany says she has never seen anything like this in person, only in videos on the internet.
And now we're finally seeing a break from those showers and storms that feels like we've just been seeing on weeks and weeks. As we go ahead and take a look at a few of our cameras, Interstate 75 in London, we're seeing a few of those clouds clear out of here, but overall we've seen those mostly sunny skies. Once again, just those dry conditions outside. As we look outside the front porch here at WYMT, 83 degrees, a little bit warmer. We're seeing those mostly sunny skies though. Dew points, you can see that dew point of 59, so it's actually pretty dry out there, feeling like right around 83 degrees. Temperatures across the area, you're seeing those lower 80s, some spots into the upper 70s, looking over into Somerset, Pikeville, Logan, and Wise. So a little bit cooler, but overall feeling pretty good. There's those clouds that moved on out of here earlier as that cold front continued to push through our area. It's out of our area now, which is why we are seeing those drier conditions. And a clean sweep on Pinpoint Doppler. Finally, good news is we are going to see this for days to come. But so if you need to get out and mow the grass, I know we haven't had a lot of chances to over the past couple of days. You're good to go as we head into your Wednesday, Thursday, and into your Friday. We bring back a stray chance as we head into your Saturday, but overall I think you'll be able to get out and mow as we head into the next few days. I'll have a look at that full forecast though coming up in just a few short minutes.
Yeah, just have to deal with the heat now. Thank you very much, Paige. Well, tonight marks another stop on the Big Blue Caravan. So far, coaches, players, and athletic department staff have met with fans in Harlan and Perry counties. Tonight, their visit is unique. They are visiting with first responders in Prestonsburg. That's where we find WYMT's Justin Case, who has a preview. Justin?
Steve, I'm here at the Mountain Arts Center here in Prestonsburg, and just a short time ago, all the fire trucks, EMS vehicles, everyone started showing up. They are pouring inside to go meet with the athletic department staff, including athletic director Mitch Barnhart. Now, Barnhart and other athletic department staff are welcoming first responders, not just from Floyd County, but really all surrounding counties as well. Barnhart says he feels a personal connection to first responders, something he tries to instill in each athlete who comes through the UK team.
And clearly in an area where people have jobs for a living many times, and that is not what they're getting paid to do, but they take that and they leave those jobs to go help others. And I think that's what we try and teach our student athletes all the time at UK. We talk about sacrificial living, and we talk about being able to sacrifice one of two things.
Now, Steve, something else unique about this is a lot of the first responders here tonight actually helped search for Kenneth Howard, the Magoffin County toddler who is missing for multiple days. Now, Barnhart actually says that he followed that story and is actually looking forward to talking with some of those first responders as well tonight. I'll have much more from the perspective of the first responders and more. That's coming up tonight at 11. Steve?
All right, thank you very much, Justin. It's been quite a trip for those folks. Well, Hazard Independent Schools recently named a new superintendent. Sandra Combs has worked for the Hazard school system for more than 20 years. She says she is grateful and excited to be chosen as the new superintendent. Combs added that she hopes to better prepare students for future careers.
It's a great honor to be able to take this position, and because we have such a great tradition of academic excellence and a tradition of family and as we always say at Hazard High School, a tradition to be the best we can be.
Combs will officially begin her duties on July 1st. She replaces Sandy Johnson, who decided to retire. A 25-year lease agreement has continued between Union College and the city of Barbourville for the water park and recreational park there in town. But when the city tried to change plans this year due to funding, that lease was voided. The college says a new 15-month extension would make renovations and reopening possible. The city says that agreement will keep the water park shut down. WYMT's Hannah Reynolds talks to officials on both sides about the issue.
Barbourville City Mayor David Thompson says there has been a lease agreement for the Barbourville Park and Water Park between the city and Union College for many years.
The city originally had, I believe, a 10-year lease, and then many years ago it went to a year-to-year lease.
Thompson says back in the fall, the city asked for a lease agreement for 5 to 10 years in order to secure funding for renovations on the water park. He says Union College agreed to a 5-year lease with a 5-year extension for their plans on March 3rd. That was until Monday night.
The board had deemed our 5-year contract that we received the 1st of March null and void because we hadn't reopened the park and hadn't done anything with it.
Union College officials say the contract became null and void when the city decided to make only minor improvements this year instead of the full plan.
We needed to go back and put in place the usual extension like we've done for years and years.
But Union College offered a 15-month extension, an offer President Marcia Hawkins says she hopes could help the city open the park again.
Giving the city the opportunity to rethink what they want to do there and to maybe come back with a different plan, and then we'll go from there.
As it stands now, it seems the future is up in the air. In Knox County, Hannah Reynolds, WYMT Mountain News.
Union College President Marcia Hawkins says there are no new ideas for that water park space.
And we start to dry out as we head into the next few days with plenty of sunshine in store. Those temperatures looking to be a little bit more on the hot side. I'll have a look at that full forecast coming up in just a few short minutes.
Plus, church groups in Pike County are working on a long list of community projects this week, while they say they are giving up their free time to help others.